Welcome to the halfway point of Season 2 of the F.2.M.J.A.C. The transfer is that F.2.M.J.A.C has officially left the championship, and the Indian driver Prix in the number 20 is replacing F.2.M.J.A.C, who was racing in the 20 in Formula 2 because of, high-tech TGR's finish last season. Anyways, we see Matthew Hart in the 17 Apex Academy coming out of the pits, along with Kevin in the number 21 high-tech TGR F2 and Mario in the 3. Kevin the Mexican will probably have to get used to this new teammate because he will be racing for the rest of this season and heading into next season as well as a full-time driver, as we see Carlos Edrado in the number 11 coming out of the pits, along with his teammate Carsing in the 12 and Arthur in the 15. Moxie, no last name, in the 5. VAR is also out of the pits, along with Taralo, Zigo, Indy and Victor. Our new driver, DeVrat, hasn't come out yet, as we now see Cole Palmer in the 14 coming out of the pits. Gabriel, our reigning series champion, is out as well, while his teammate, the championship leader, Enoch, is in the pits still. As Versteer in the 25 is coming out, Victor Levi is coming down pit lane now, as we also see UK Will in the 16 coming out to the circuit in the other Apex Academy, of course, as his teammate Hart's already on the circuit. Zigman in the 7 is also out. He is actually fighting for this title, along with Enoch, as we see Gap Stappen coming out of the pits soon. Saragi is now out on the circuit, along with the number 2 Dams Lucas Oil Enoch Yu and his cousin in the 27 Arnold Yu, who's yet to score a point this season. Yana Santos in the 10 now coming out of the pits. His teammate Tommy Yu still in the pit lane, as we see Crystal Labal now heading down pit lane along with someone in the front. That is the number 9, the Hong Kong driver in the Campos Racing, who as a whole has been struggling this season. The team sits 10th out of 12 in the constructor standings, while their 2 drivers, Santos sits 14th and Tommy Yu sits 19th in the standings, as we see Crystal and Olivier Labal coming out of the pits. Rodin this season is even in a bigger struggle than Campos, as both drivers has only scored a grand total of 4 points each, and Rodin currently sit second last in the constructor standings. Kevin is starting his fly along with Mario and Matthew Hart in 17. Here comes Edrado rounding the final corner, but first Carsing starts his flying lap. Then comes Edrado to the line to start his. Moxie, no last names, already heading into Sector 3. Chaos and delays in Sector 2. Mario gets past one of the high-tech cars. That is probably DeVrat, considering Kevin is on a flying lap. Arthur starts his as Palmer's kind of coming around the final corner and about to start his flying lap. Carsing sets the fastest Sector 1 as Palmer heads to the line in the 14 to start his flying lap of the session. As we see Gabriel also starting his flying lap of the session in the number 1, while his teammate Enoch is still currently on an out lap but in Sector 3 already. As Versteer starts his flying lap of the session, his teammate Victor Levi is rounding in the final corner as Gabby sets the fastest Sector 1 of 19.202. Here comes Levi to the line as he starts his flying lap of the session. Enoch is now running in the final corner as Kevin sets the fastest Sector 2 of 35.216. Here comes the number 2 to the line as DeVrat is still currently on an out lap. Same with the Rodin duo. He has to let go of one of the Prix drivers. Kevin's now rounding the final corner. He's about to cross the line, but first we see Mario to the line in the 3. What's going to be his time is a benchmark time is a 1:21.152. Here comes the number 21. As no surprises, he goes top, which is 1.3 seconds clear of Madio's in second. As now we see Hart going second fastest. DeVrat is starting his flying lap of the session. Carsing goes P3. Edrado goes top, who is 7/10 in front of the Mexican driver in Kevin, as Moxie, no last names, now coming around the final corner as we saw Arthur to line going P4. Gabriel goes P3. No last name now to the line as he goes second fastest, 1/10 down on the lap set by Carlos Edrado, who still currently holds the pole position. Cole Palmer to the line as he goes P3. Taralo Zigo goes 4th fastest. Gabriel, who is now down to 7th as Versteer goes P2. His teammate Victor Levi is coming to the line soon. But what a lap from the rookie UK Will, who goes second fastest, as Zingman also goes 7th. Levi to the line now as he goes P6. Saragi and Enoch Yu to the line next. Saragi goes P5 as Enoch Yu goes to provisional pole position. 2.8 seconds clear at the top with a 1:16.240. Gap Stappen in the 26 heading to the line next. Where does it put the Trident rookie? He puts him in the top 10, but only 8th fastest. Tommy Yu in the 9 heading to the line soon, but first his teammate Santos, who goes 13th, another lackluster qualifying from him. Here comes the number 9. Could he beat his teammate at least? No, he can't, as he goes 17th. He is currently only in front of Arthur, Karsing and Matteo as the rat to the line, as he goes in front of Matteo but only 20th fastest, but he could say he beat a vice champion in qualifying. As Crystal Abel goes second fastest, that's a really good lap from her, even though she is 2 seconds down on Iñaki's time. Here comes Chaos Andale to the line in the Van Amersfoort Racing number 6, as he is slowest overall, as Olivier Lebel goes up to 18th. As everyone has said a lap time, we'll take a look at the pecking order. It is Iñaki on top with a 1:16.240. Then is Crystal Lebel. Carlos Sadrado, UK, having his best qualifying so far this season. Then is Versteo Moxie, no last name, Saragi, Cole Palmer, Gap Stappen and Victor Levi rounding out the top 10. Then it's Taralo, Zigo, Arnold, Yu, Zygmunt, Yanis Santos from Kevin in the leading high tech. Then is Gabriel, the reigning world champion, having another struggling qualifying. Then is Matthew Hart, Olivier Lebel, Tommy Yu, Arthur Karsing, our rookie. The rat starts 22nd from Matteo in 23rd, and finally it is Chaos Andale. I feel like this is probably one of the largest gaps in qualifying, a clean qualifying session. The leader to second place being 2.8 seconds, and to down in 24th a whopping 6.5 seconds. But out front, the reigning Formula 1 and Formula E champion doing really well in Formula 2 qualifying, and he probably will do really well in the race as well, starting from pole position as the rat heads to the line after his first qualifying. Not the best qualifying in the world, but hey, a rookie needs to start somewhere. UK Ball and Gap Stappen also had either a scruffy qualifying or a scruffy race, or both, in their first couple of races in Formula 2. In fact, this is just their 4th race. To have both of them start in the top 10 and one in the second row is a really good job. But that's it then for qualifying here at Silverstone. Let's see the times. Iñaki on top with a 1:16.240. Then it's Crystal Lebel, Carlos Sadrado, UK Ball, Versteo Moxie, and all same from teammates Zaragi, Cole Palmer, Gap Stappen, and Victor Levi running out the top 10. Then it's Taralo, Zigo, Arnold, Yu, Zygmunt, Yanis Santos, Kevin, Gabriel, Matthew Hart, Olivier Lebel, Tommy Yu, Arthur Karsing, Devrat Matteo, and Chaos Andale. We will see you soon for the main race as the IMRF returns.